support comes from the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum in Brookings, inspiring a passion for the diverse history, culture, and science of agriculture in South Dakota. To learn more about exhibits and events, you can visit agmuseum.com.
Welcome back, Jackrabbit fans. Something different today. The Jackrabbit Club hockey team going to be taking on Lake Region Royals as we have face-off at center ice as the Jackrabbits get the first face-off. They'll start with a puck. We got 20 minutes and counting in the first period, and Lake Region has it in the Jackrabbit zone, looking to clear the zone. The defenseman can't get it past the blue line. Lake Region stuck in the top left corner as a pass into the left face-off zone. Here a clear from Brink out of the zone and can't get it across center ice. Lake Region trips the Jackrabbits up, and here's a clearing field out the goalie for Lake Region to kick it out. Lake Region, number 15 passing, Josh Peska forward. And here's a little bit of a breakaway. Brody Parker has two defensemen up front. And the Jackrabbit boarding check there as number 12 for the Jackrabbits. Jaden Sherrill gets a check into the boards there. Going the other way, there could be a trip call, but no penalty as Lake Region takes back control of the puck with 18:46 remaining. Number 14 pass to 8 for Lake Region. And the goalie for your Jackrabbits, number 30, Addison Ronning, makes a save. The Jacks looking to clear once again as it's number 18 in the back of the net for the Jacks, Preston Carlitz. Carlitz sends it across the blue line into the Royals zone, and we're headed the other way. Royals take back control. Good defensive work there by Lake Region. It's Rod Ziba who gets it again over to Ronning, who makes a save, and the Jackrabbits pick the puck up, headed the other way. It's number 7 moving, Garrett Everson. Everson loses control. Lake Region back with it. The 21 getting checked in the boards for Lake Region. That's there, and McGregor, who lost control of the puck there. Stolen away by Jack Sievert and the Jackrabbits. Sievert handling the puck now behind the Jackrabbit goal. He gets checked into the boards, passing out to his teammate, and now across the center line, number 24 for the Jacks, Maxwell Moore. Moore centering field pass, an attempt to score there. A good opportunity saved by Jaden Klein, the goalie for the Royals. The Royals looking to make the clear to the zone, and Brink keeps it in. The Jackrabbits maintain pressure here. That's a big check into the boards in the backside. The Jackrabbits maintain the zone, and finally taken out here by Dylan Schneider and the Royals as they get a clear over the Jackrabbit side. Brink picks it up for the Jacks. He'll send it the other way. The Jackrabbits with the possession, now heading into the Royal zone once again. Picked up by the Royals and taken out of the zone now. It's number 19, Griffin Anderson with it. Anderson makes a shot. That's going to be a glove save by Ronning. 16:51 at the glove save from Ronning. Royals currently have 2 shots on goal. The Jacks with none. Face-off in the Jackrabbit zone is won by the Jacks. Number 3 currently with the possession for the yellow and blue. That is Copper Van Overbeek. Now with the Deke in the back, losing it to the Royals. Here comes a clean shot. A good save by Ronning as that one went to the top left corner, sent by Brett Lesage. Royals keep it in the Jackrabbit zone as the Jacks chase the puck around the outside, and again kept in the zone by Josh Petska for the Royals, and the pressure's on for the Jacks and Ronning. Finally a clear off the blue line for the Jackrabbits, but the Royals maintain puck possession. They're headed right back in. The Jackrabbits have been on their toes for the continuum of this game. They are currently undefeated at home on the season, 4-0 in Larson Arena. Finally a clear zone here, and Ashton Witt has the puck. He gets checked into the boards, and it gets stolen away again by the Royals as they start to head the other way. A flip pass up towards the net here sent by number 9 Tyler Rogers. And the Jacks can't get it clear as that one's kept in the zone by Matthew Worley. The Jacks finally outside now into the Royals zone. This one could be a short visit as well, as the Royals already with possession of the puck, uncontested by the Jackrabbits. Poked back in by Garrett Everson. It's still in the Royals zone, but they get a clean send-off here, and they're headed the other way. Rodziba into the boards. He gets the puck out, and here's a whiffed slap shot here at center ice. The Jackrabbits break away with it. It's number 20 for the Jacks, Ethan Bush. And the Jacks having some trouble center ice now with the puck. And finally into the Royals zone, it's number 15, Christopher Homer. Homer with it, centering pass, and that one's wide right. The shot sent by number 88, Owen Schneider. Royals with 3 shots on goal compared to the Jacks none, as it's displayed on the scoreboard. Royals with the puck, they send it all the way down to the Jackrabbit side, no icing. And the puck gets caught up in the left corner as many players fighting for it. It's brought out by the Royals and poked away by the Jacks. Number 16, Trent Anderson has it, and a whistle stops play. Going to have a face-off here in center ice. The Royals come away with that one and quickly lose it to the Jackrabbit defenseman. We're headed the other way. It's number 3 with a puck now, Cooper Van Overbeek. Royals get it in their zone, slicing through. The Jackrabbits cannot steal the puck away from Logan Dearborn. Sliding as one Jackrabbit tripped on open ice. And Griffin Anderson with the puck now for the Royals. The Jacks keep it in the Royals zone. Pressure on now with 13 minutes remaining. Jackrabbits with the puck in the Royals zone as it gets stopped. And we have a 2-on-2 here into the Jackrabbit zone. Crossing number 22 and into Ronning, who makes a glove save. Another Royal whiffed on that shot as Ronning was down. Could have had an opportunity, but whiffed on the puck in the zone. That was Tyler Rogers with the pressure there. We'll have another face-off in the Jackrabbit zone. Face-off in Jackrabbit zone, and an excellent play there as 2 players from either side get pushing and shoving. Ethan Bush poked that out of the Jacks zone. It was going to head the Royals' way, but Bush changes that. Maxwell Callis with it as here comes a shot wide right by number 7 for the Jacks, Garrett Everson. And the Royals burning some clock here in the behind their goal, trying to keep it away from the Jackrabbits, playing a little keep away here over and back from the Royals as they try to clear the zone. It's maintained by Brink for the Jacks. The Jacks get caught up in the right corner and pulled out by the Royals. They finally cleared the zone here, and the Jackrabbits with the puck right again. Garrett Everson. And now to Spencer Elsia. Back to Everson. Everson crossing center ice. Slaps into the back left corner, and quickly it's turned over to the Royals, who are trying to clear the zone, and it crosses the blue line. Jackrabbits going to scoop it up once again and try again. It's to number 5, Ashton Witt. Witt sends it to the left corner. Now with the puck, number 21 for the Jacks. That's Zach Struck. Struck loses his footing and maintains control of the puck. Getting double teamed, he has to pass out to his teammate. And this heads into the Jackrabbit zone off a mishandle of the puck here. So the Jackrabbits are going to have to take it around. It's David Brink, the defenseman. Brink skating behind his goalie now. And finally passing out to his teammate at center ice, number 26, Mason Schramm. Jacks are going to stop play, a whistle on the Royals side. As with 10 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the first period, we will have a face-off again in the Royals zone on the right circle. Heading in the face-off for the Jackrabbits, number 8, Odin Schneider. Schneider brings it out for the Jacks. It will go to Ashton Witt. This one cleared the zone from the Royals, and Witt's gonna have to come out. Currently the Jackrabbits are on a power play. Power play for the Jackrabbits, and then it's in for a goal. The Jackrabbits put one on the board on the power play goal. And that will be a short-lived penalty kill for the Royals. Dawson Worth, the freshman from Rapid City, gets it in for the Jackrabbits, the first goal of the day. And the Jacks will lead it 1-0. Face-off at center ice goes in favor of the Jackrabbits again. It's Garrett Everson with it. Puck grab there by Ethan Bush. Brought out by the Royals and checking to the boards, and the puck goes flying as the Jackrabbits get the recovery there. Passing between teammates here behind the goal, and it gets stolen away, and the Royals' bad puck handling lose the zone. Matthew Worley with it now for the team from Devils Lake. Here is number 24, Maxwell Moore, with it for the Jacks as he brings it out of the zone. Moore crossing the blue line in the Royals zone, has a teammate headed towards the goal, and a backhand, and that's saved. And the Royals fighting for it behind the net now. Another shot from the left side is blocked. And here, a save is held with 9:26 remaining in the first period. Glove saved by Clinic. Riley Lindstedt for the faceoff for the Jackrabbits. He'll get traded out. And instead will come Christopher Omer. Royals win the faceoff. They'll head the other way. And they're headed towards a 2-on-1 here. Towards the net, they lose it. Poked away by the Jackrabbits, and the Jacks headed the other way. Here it is number 19 with the puck, Jacob Call. Call passes to the left, and his shot is going to be wide right. Headed the other way, the Jackrabbits have to go scoop it up. Defenseman Preston Carlitz back there to pull it off the boards. The Jackrabbits now caught in their own zone. Poke out is behind the net for number 20 on the Royals. And this one going to be intercepted in center ice by Dawson Worth. Tries to bring it in the Royals zone. Good defense by the Royals there. Keeps them at center ice, and here's going to be an icing. necessary defense by the Royals brings up an icing, and the Jackrabbits will face off in the Royals zone. It's 1-0 in favor of the Jacks. Face-off goes the Jackrabbits' way. They try to get it quick towards the net. It gets stopped by the Royal defense, and we're headed the other way. Good job by the defenseman on the Jackrabbits keeping it in the Royal zone. We've got 8 minutes remaining in the first period, 20-minute periods here in Larson Arena. Brink has it. Brink with a slap shot around the boards. And here kept in the zone by number 15 as he gets stood up on the blue line. And the Royals take possession. There, an attempted pass gets stolen away by the Jackrabbits, and Brink brings it around here for Schneider. Now with it, Homer is up in the Royal zone. He's on the right side. He gets it stolen away. No tripping call as Schneider fell down in the Royal zone. Now it will be with number 5 for the Jackrabbits as he goes around the back of the net. And this one is going to be glove saved by Clinton as that puck was just launched up from the left corner. Not really a shot on goal, but grabbed out of the air by Clinton nonetheless. That one was from Ashton Witt. Jackrabbits catching up in shots on goal. They've got 4 now compared to the Royal 4, and they have 1 goal on the board. Jackrabbits are going to take the face-off in the Royal zone, headed around the back of the net here. Royals looking for a clear on the right side. They're not going to get it as the Jackrabbits going to maintain puck possession in the back of the zone. It's Sievert. Sievert to Witt. Witt with a shot, and that one wide to the right in the back of the net, and brought out to the defenseman Brink at the line. Excuse me, that is Sievert. Sievert with it again, passing up to his teammate. Here a pass to the crease, and this one gets stopped by the goalie, brought back by the Royals, and here's a big check at center ice for the Jackrabbits as they try to get the puck out of their zone. It is cleared by the defenseman for the Jackrabbits, and we're headed the other way. Here comes a slap shot that's going to be wide to the right again from number 20. That's Ethan Bush. Bush watching the puck handler now on the Royals, skating to the left. He loses it to the Jackrabbits. Here's a centering pass, and that shot's going to be blocked by a Royal defender, and it clears the zone for the Royals. Jackrabbits can't get it back in. We're at center ice, crossing down to the Jackrabbits. It's an on-man rush, and a shot immediately by the Royals is glove saved by Ronning. 5:46 remains in the first period, and the Jackrabbits still with a 1-0 notched lead. Face-off in the Jackrabbit zone. It's taken away by the Jackrabbit defenseman. And we are headed the other way, Maxwell Moore. The Jackrabbits did score their only goal on a power play shortly into it, about 5 seconds into the power play, able to get the goal off immediately. The Jackrabbits now handling in the Royal zone. Here comes a slap shot to the top right corner. Goal for the Jackrabbits. I believe that's going to be number 18 who brought that one in, or 19. Couldn't quite see the number as it's tucked into the back of his pants, but that's either Preston Carlitz or Jacob Kyle with that one for the Jackrabbits. As we get another face-off at center ice, the Jackrabbits leading this one 2-0, nearing the end of the first. Jacks bring it back into the Royal zone. Here's his centering pass. No Jackrabbits in the area, and we're headed back out. And that was Jacob Cawley on the goal, number 19, who got it for the Jackrabbits as it's announced here in the arena. And here, the puck gets trapped in the Jackrabbit zone in the back left corner, going to be brought out by the Royals behind the net, and the Jackrabbits still fighting for it. And we're headed the other way. Brink tries to get it clear. It's blocked by the Royal defender, and Brink in trouble now. Has to get it out to his teammate, and they bring it around the boards to the other side, and a couple players getting into it. One ended up on the ice. Radziba, and a whistle. Going to stop play here. As we will get a face-off here in the Jackrabbit zone. Jackrabbit's going to have a player in the box, and the Royals will be on power play. Royals in the zone, the Jackrabbits on penalty kill. And that'll be Trent Anifson in the box. As the Royals still maintaining the zone, Jackrabbits looking for a clear. Ronning with a left-hand glove save. And will force the face-off here. Royals keep it in the Jackrabbit zone. Jack still on penalty kill. As they fight for it on the ice on the left barrier. And there's a clear at the blue line for the Jackrabbits. That one credited to Jack Merritt. And the Royals quickly bring it back in as Merritt couldn't get anything substantial built up there. Shot blocked by Merritt this time. Sent in by Tyler Rogers. And it's back to Rogers near the blue line. Rogers passed to his teammate. Here comes a slap shot. Ronning with a pad save. And the Royals still with puck possession. Going to bring it out to the blue line once again. Back over to Rogers. Rogers getting forward with it now. Backhand pass to the teammate. And it tries for the centering pass. That's blocked by the Jackrabbits. Puck stays behind the net. And a whistle. Jackrabbits with 45 seconds remaining on the penalty. As there's 3:15 remaining in the first period. Face-off at center ice goes to the Royals as they try to bring it back into the Jackrabbit zone to keep the pressure on during the power play. And the Royals bring it past the blue line. Stick saved by Ronning as he kind of just poked it out of the net there. It was headed that way. And a good clear by the Jackrabbit penalty kill. Brings it all the way over to the Royals side as they try to get something started here on offense once again. Handling is Logan Dearborn, and this one is taken away by the Jackrabbits again. This time going to put pressure into the zone. It was number 25, Dawson Worth, who tried to get a stick around to shoot, and he missed it. There's going to be 9 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Jackrabbits with 2:36 remaining in the first period. We will have a face-off in the Royal zone. Facing off for the Jacks is Dawson Worth. Worth loses the face-off. The Royals have it. 4 seconds on the penalty kill for the Jacks, and 1 second, and they release number 16 from the box. And he'll get it at center ice. Passing forward. That's Anifson. Puck gets trapped against the boards in the back right corner. Anifson gets away with it. Jackrabbits have it in a whistle. There'll be another penalty here on the Jacks. This time it's Schneider headed to the box, and the Jackrabbits are going to be on penalty kill right away after clearing the last with 2:08 remaining in the first period. So the Jacks will be on penalty kill for almost the entire remainder of the first period as Schneider heads into the box. Jacks get a clear right away. This one's going to wrap around the boards. Tyler Rogers will pull it off for the Royals. And Rogers crosses center ice quickly now, headed towards the Jackrabbit goal. Gets stood up by a defender and loses control of the puck. The Jacks with it now, got to get it clear, and gonna get one is number 18, who finally gets it out of the zone for the Jacks. It's Preston Carlitz. Minute 26 remaining in the first period here as it goes back into the Jackrabbit zone. Gonna get a quick clear here as it heads back out to center ice, and the Royals gonna try to bring it back for the third time here on this power play. Number 15 with it, that's Josh Pexa. Here at the blue line, it's Matthew Worley for the Royals. Back to Pexa. Here's Worley again. And here to the top left corner, the Royals gonna score one. That's Brody Parker with the goal for the Royals. It'll be a 2-1 game. Good pressure by the Royals on the power play results in a goal. The Jackrabbits gonna clear off the power play. After that goal, we'll have 56 seconds remaining in the first as the Royals on the board for the first time. Face-off at center ice goes the way of the Jackrabbit. And quickly poked away by the Royals, and it's back into the Jacks zone at full strength now for 45 seconds remaining in this first period. Jacks with it, headed in, trying to make a final push. He gets poked near the Royal bench, and the Royals fired up about that one. Skating around behind the net is Donovan Florentino. And it's brought out, and the Royals trying to get it into the Jackrabbit zone again. They do. And the Jackrabbit's gonna have to get it clear here. 16 seconds remain in the first. Jackrabbits get it pinned against the board in the back left corner. Royals with a centering pass. Look out. That one was a good opportunity for Radeba, but he goes wide right, and that'll be the end of the first period. So we will head into the intermission. On the first, the Jackrabbits will have the lead 2-1 after the first period. And we will take a break and be right back for the second period of play after this. Stick around.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council. So what's a great way to spread...
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by D.O. Bike and Fitness. Located at 1738 6th Street in Brooklyn, South Dakota, D.O. is a place for all things bikes. Offering top brands such as Trap and Electra, this close-to-campus store has both bike and e-bike options. Remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's pretty close. 692-2022 is the number to call for this full-service and sales store. D.O. is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio KSDJ 90.7.
Support comes from the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum in Brookings, inspiring a passion for the diverse history, culture, and science of agriculture in South Dakota. To learn more about exhibits and events, you can visit agmuseum.com.
Welcome back into Larson Ice Arena. I'm Ben Anderson with Collegian Sports. So glad to have you along for our inaugural broadcast of Jackrabbit Club Volleyball here in Larson Ice Arena. My first broadcast a hockey game for the Jackrabbits here. Seeing how it goes. We'll have another one for you tomorrow at 3:30, so make sure you tune in to that one. If you'd like to hear more of Jackrabbit Club hockey, Jacks have the lead at the end of the first period, 2-1. They lead by 1 goal. The Jacks have a power play score as well as Lake Region. The Jackrabbits let one up after having 2 consecutive penalty kills back-to-back to end out the first period, and Lake Region able to get one in nearing the end of the first. The 2 Jackrabbits responsible for our goals is number 25, Dawson Worth out of Rapid City, a freshman, had the first goal for the Jackrabbits, and the second one coming from Jacob Colley, a Brookings native, a freshman on this Jackrabbit Club team as well. So those are the two Jackrabbits responsible for the goals today. If you're interested in hearing more Jackrabbit sports here on Collegian Sports, we have a couple broadcasts coming up as well in other sports. So tomorrow we will have the Jackrabbit Club hockey team, the second series of this matchup against Lake Region. We will have it for you on Collegian Sports. And then coming up in terms of football, the football team is going to be headed over to Murray State. They'll play that tomorrow at 1 p.m. That time got moved up. It used to be a 7 p.m. game. Storms coming in Murray, Kentucky. They moved the game up to 1 p.m., so don't miss that one. And the next home game we'll have for you on Collegian Sports will be on October 25th on the Saturday at 7 p.m. That will be against North Dakota State. The Dakota Marker game is next week in Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium. It's the biggest game of the year. The Jackrabbits undefeated 6-0, taking on the Bison, the #1 seed in the FCS. And it'll all be for the Dakota Marker. So make sure you tune in for that one next week, October 25th on Saturday. Like I said, on the volleyball side of things, volleyball tomorrow going to be headed over to Vermillion. They're going to take on the University of South Dakota, the Coyotes, on October 18th tomorrow at 6 p.m. That'll be in the Summit League Network if you want to catch that one. And then the Jacks will be headed over to Grand Forks to take on the Fighting Hawks, North Dakota. That'll be on the 21st, the Tuesday at 7 p.m. You can also catch that on the Summit League Network. The next time we have the Jackrabbits back in Brookings, it'll be at First Bank and Trust Arena. That'll be against Oral Roberts on October 23rd, Thursday at 7 p.m. So we'll have that one for you on Collegian Sports as well. And then coming into the weekend, Jackrabbits going to be taking on Denver at First Bank and Trust again. That'll be on October 25th at 1 p.m. and we'll have that match for you too. So Jacks volleyball coming up within the next week, and a big game for the football team coming up next week as well with the Dakota Marker game. And then club hockey here tomorrow at 3:30, all on Collegian Sports. Make sure you tune in for that. We've got 6 minutes here until the second period kicks off, so we will take another break and we'll be back once the players retake the ice. Stick around.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by D.O. Bike and Fitness. Located at 1738 6th Street in Brookings, South Dakota, D.O. is a place for all things bikes. Offering top brands such as Trap and Electra, this close-to-campus store has both bike and e-bike options. Remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's pretty close. 692-2022 is the number to call for this full-service and sales store. D.O. is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio KSDJ 90.7.
The Jackrabbits quick into the zone now as we start off the second period. The Jackrabbits get the face-off there on the Royals side of the ice now. As we switch sides, it'll be Witt with the puck, passing over his teammate to his right. Schneider has it back out to Witt at the blue line. Here on the left side of the net, I thought he had an opportunity. Number 21 holds on to it. That's Struck. 21 now shoots. That's wide to the left, hit the net. Outside and taken away by the Royals. Number 12 going the other way, Wrigley Astle. Astle brings it around the boards, and the Jackrabbits get it out of the zone quickly. Jacks back into the Royal end of things. Trent Anifson has it in the corner, poked out to the blue line. Here is Sievert. Back out to Anifson now. And poked outside the blue line. And looks like Sievert's going to chase it back. Ronning still the goalie for the Jackrabbits. It's 2-1 in favor of the Jacks here with 18 minutes remaining in the second. Jacks bringing in the Royals zone, but it's quickly brought out again. And Sievert's going to go chase it once more. And actually, Everson gets a handle of it. Everson behind the net. He loses control of the puck, and this one could have been a free shot for the Royals. Everson quick to get a block there. What a missed opportunity by Lake Region. And the Jacks headed the other way. Odd man rush here at the net, and two shots on goal, both saved. Brought out by Clinic. Jacks working at center ice, trying to get control back of the puck as it's brought out by Jacob Colley, and he shoots and scores his second of the match. Colley into the top left corner. Jacks put 3 on the board. The Royals at 1. It's a 2-point lead for the Jackrabbits with 17-21 as Collie gets another one for the Jackrabbits to the top left corner there on Clinic. Royals get it at center ice. And the Jackrabbits bring it back into their zone. They try to get a clear here, and it'll be poked out again. Unassisted goal there by Collie as he brought it in. Shot to the top left corner. Here the Royals get it pinned up against the right corner in their zone. And it'll be a whistle stop. We have an injured player down for Lake Region. It's Matthew Worley down on the right side in the back of their zone. Worley able to get up, and he'll stay on the ice. As the Jacks make some substitutions. And a face-off in the Royals zone. Goes the way of the Jackrabbits. Jacks keep it in. And a whistle as we have a fight here between two players. The refs come to break it up. Didn't throw the gloves down. That was Witt for the Jackrabbits, throwing a couple punches there with the gloves on. 16:48 remains in the second. As two players going to head to the box. Witt goes in and Worley goes in for Lake Region. Witt in for the Jackrabbits. And we will have a 4-on-4 here. Four-on-4. Has two in the box. Jacks with it in the Royals zone. A whiffed shot there, and the Royals going to take it away. It stays as the Jacks get a poke check in the Royals zone. Royals couldn't clear the blue line. Gets trapped up on the left side. It'll be number 7 now, Everson with it. Everson goes to Sievert. Sievert over to 21. That is Jack Struck. Struck with it in the zone. He tries to pass over to Everson, but it goes behind him. Royals get it trapped up against the left corner. Brought away now, a number 25 backhand. That'll be a save by Clinic. As Dawson Worth tried for the backhand there, we will have another face-off. Jacks get the face-off, but the Royals are quick to clear the zone. Headed the other way now. There's a back check, and the refs don't call it. That would have been on the Jackrabbits. 15 minutes remaining in the second. Brink brings it into the Royals zone, and this one goes into the netting. We'll have another stoppage. Brink brought it into the zone for the Jackrabbits, and the Royals fling it up in the netting. Royals headed the other way, and they get a wide open breakaway goal on Ronning. To the top right corner of Ronning, and a goal for Lake Region brings this game closer. That one shot in by number 2, Xavier Kubilutak. He is from Canada in the Rankin Inlet. And we are still playing 4-on-4 hockey, 23 seconds until that gets cleared off. The Jackrabbits have it in their own zone. 15 minutes are remaining in the second. as another stoppage. As that one went up into the netting again, sent by Schneider. Jackrabbits with a face-off again. They get it in the Royals zone. And the Jacks playing with it on the left side of the boards. As it loops around now, the Royals going to try to get it clear off the blue line. They do. Headed the other way now. It's in open ice. And as a Jackrabbit player is trying to get off, puck ends up at his skates and goes back into the Royals zone. Number 16 with it now. That's Anifson. And Anfinson in the left corner has to pass out, and he gets it to a Royal instead of a Jackrabbit. It's headed the other way. We're 14 for the Royals, crossing two defensemen, and finally gets brought away by the Jackrabbit defense. That was number 23, Jack Merritt. The Royals with it once again in their own zone as they fling it out the blue line, and back to chase it will be Sievert. And look out, here come the Royals, and Ronning has to make a glove save, 2 consecutive, as the defenseman gave up on that play, and Ronning got left stranded to make those 2 saves with no help from his defense. Here comes a shot too high from number 20 for the Jackrabbits, Ethan Bush. Bush has it behind the net. Here comes a centering pass. This one saved by the Royal goalie, Glennon. Jackrabbits make a strong showing after faltering on defense. We're still at 3-2, no scores, and we're down to 13:23 remaining in the second. Jackrabbits have it in the Royal zone after the face-off. Royals going to take it away. Both penalties are cleared off. We're at full strength for both teams. Royals have it in the Jackrabbit zone now, centering pass. Look out, here comes the cluster of defenders in front of the net to stop that one. 13 minutes remaining in the second. Now a face-off of the Jackrabbit zone. Gets back to the Jackrabbit defenders. They bring it around the boards and get it cleared as the Royal defender couldn't make a stop at the blue line. Royals with it in their own zone. It gets poked away here by Struck. Struck has it in the back left corner. Loses it to the Royals behind the net. And here comes a big check to the Jackrabbits, but they cannot stop the zone from being cleared. It's back to the Jackrabbit side. Brink has it. He tries to bring it around the boards, but the Royals pin it up in the back right corner. And the Jackrabbits trying to clear the blue line now, and they get it stuck up on the top right side of things. And their bad puck handling by the Royals loses the zone. Here comes a breakaway, and a shot is saved by the body of Kleinen. That one was from Homer. Royals with it in their own zone as they get a clear up to Brink in center ice. The Jackrabbits with the puck. Over to Elsia. Elsia gives to Colley, the man with 2 goals tonight. And Colley loses a puck in there, a stick in there. Headed towards the Royal net, and we'll get a stoppage again. We'll have a face-off in the Royal zone. Face-off goes to the Jackrabbits, quickly taken away by the Royals, as they're going to try to clear it here on the near side. They go back behind the net. Jackrabbit defenders protecting the blue line. Here it goes out to center ice. Brought back in by Van Overbeck. And the Royals quickly get it clear again. Van Overbeck's going to be chasing after it, along with Karlitz. Here the Jackrabbits clear their own zone, and it's back over the Royals side. The Royals bring it out to center ice, and a whistle is going to stop play. We'll have a face-off in center ice. Face-off goes to the Royals, but it goes out of the reach of the defender and back into their zone. And they lose the puck again, and here's the Jackrabbits with a good opportunity. A block by the defender, and the Royals gonna bring it out again as they mishandle the puck again. It ends up in the hands of a Jackrabbit, and he gets tripped up at the net by the goalie, as that was Anfinson. And now number 25 for the Jackrabbits with it now, that's Worth. As the Jacks bring around the boards. Sievert with it. Back out to Worth. Worth in front of the net. And he loses the puck. Worth regains control after a little help from Bush. And he's skating around. And he tries to go for the net. It tips the top crossbar and out. Jackrabbits maintain the zone, but here comes the clear from the Royals as it's brought out across center ice by number 19, Anderson. Jacks looking to get it clear here. They do. It's back in center ice. The Jacks trying to move forward. Schneider over to Merritt. Merritt, and here comes a glove save as Merritt gets tangled up with Matthew Worley. So puck gets stopped by the goalie. Held on to, and we'll have a face-off here in the Royals zone. Royals with it, get it clear the zone immediately, and it's handed over to the Jackrabbits in their zone. And they bring it right back into the Royals side of things. 9 minutes remain in this period. Royals send it out into the stands, and that puck ends up in the third row of the arena. And we'll get a new puck, and we'll drop another one in the Royal side. Struck in for the face-off on the Jackrabbits, and it stays in the Royal side. Jacks with a backhand here from Struck, goes wide right. Jacks maintain possession. Witt has it against the boards. Backhand pass to his teammate, Struck. Struck gets caught up in the back left corner. He has to get a clear out, and the Royals get it instead. Royals get it past the blue line and now out of the Jackrabbit zone, and taken away by the defender, and the Royals get it right back. Still in the Jackrabbit zone, and finally a clear here by Homer. Homer has to chase after it again and brings it around the boards. The Jacks get it clear, and a whistle. Jackrabbits are going to be on a power play as a little pushing and shoving here. Extracurriculars from number 15, Josh Pexa, on the Royals as he gets sent to the box. Jackrabbit power play with 8:08 remaining. And the Jackrabbits will have a face-off in the Royal zone on power play for 2 minutes. Whistle as the puck goes up into the net. So the Jackrabbits on power play, another face-off in the Royal zone as they lose control. It crosses the blue line. The Jacks have it at center ice, trying to bring it back in. Here on the left side is Struck. He has some space to work with. He tries a centering pass for Schneider. It goes past his stick. We're at the blue line. Wrapping around is Worth. Worth has it in the back right corner. Back out to the blue line. Here's Witt. Witt up Schneider. And here comes a backhand on the backside goal. Jackrabbit brings it in. Number 21 Struck with it as the Jackrabbits advance to 4-2 over the Royals. A nice offensive possession there by the Jackrabbits. Results in the goal by Struck. .7:30 remaining in the second, and the Jackrabbits put up their second goal of the period. Merritt out at center ice for the faceoff on the Jackrabbits. It's back on the Jackrabbit end as it needs to be brought out. Merritt will chase after it. The Royals have it in their own end. They're going to take it out to the blue line here at center ice. Now crossing into the Jackrabbit zone, and a back check here by the Jackrabbits, and they lose possession. The Jacks will try to get it cleared out. The Royal defender keeps it in the Jackrabbit zone. Seifert tries to bring it around the boards, and it's stopped again by the Royals. Now it's on the opposite side, and finally this one ricochets off the boards and into the Royal zone. Bush chases after it. Now it's back over to Seifert. Seifert gives to Everson. Everson loses it, and the Royals have it back in the Jackrabbit zone as they bring it behind the net. Colley has it as a whistle stops play. Face off at center ice. As it goes back into the Jackrabbit zone, Ronning comes out of the net to stop it behind the net, and his teammates take over from there. Colley gives over to Moore. Moore over to Van Overbeek. Van Overbeek is on the blue line. Back up, and here is a shot by Moore that goes off the pad of Clinton. Moore trying to make something happen here on the ice, and the Royals are going to take it away as the Jackrabbit gets a handle on it. Brings it around the boards. That was number 27, Lindstad. And now Lindstad gets it stuck up in the right side as a couple of players fighting for this one. They don't even know where the puck is. It's out behind them, and a Royal swoops in and brings it out. As they were still fighting in the corner, the puck just slips out from behind Lindstad. And the Royals have an odd man rush out here front, and they go wide left, and the goal comes out of the pocket. They'll have to reset it. 5:17 remaining in the second. The goal will be put back on its pegs and will get underway again. Royals have it in the Jackrabbit zone. The Jack's going to bring it out here. Here is an odd man rush for the Jackrabbits, and they mishandle the puck, and it's taken away by the Royals. Brink's going to chase after in the Jackrabbit zone as it gets flung back there. And out again to Schneider. Here comes a high shot from number 25, Worth. As Worth tries to keep it inside the blue line in the Royals zone. Royals chasing after the puck now as it goes behind the net. And back out. Schneider here is centering pass. Brink, a slap shot from the blue line. That one pad saved. Royals the other way. And here comes a check into the board sent by Brink. Royals try to maintain control of the puck. It's taken away by the Jackrabbits behind the net. Clearing the zone and into the Royal half. Schneider with it. He gets stuck up just across the blue line, and the Royals take it out. This one goes behind the net. Everson brings it out as the Jackrabbits trying to cross. That could have been a tripping call as one Jackrabbit hit the ice hard. A stick goes flying from Lake Region. No penalty call. Struck across the blue line, quickly taken out by the Royals. It goes the Jackrabbit way. Jacks within in their own zone. It's Everson crossing in front of the net now. Everson tries to make a pass outside the blue line. It gets stopped by the Royals. Here is Sievert, and here's a centering pass. Look out, and good defense by Witt there. Stops the Royal advance. Schramm has it around the back of the net in the Royal zone as he gets checked into the boards. The Royals going to bring it out. Number 19 for the Royals, Griffin Anderson, has it on the right side of the net. And Ronning in front of the net as the puck passes. Royals still have it in the Jackrabbit zone. Sievert gets a handle of it for the Jacks. Here out to Witt. And here's a clear right back in the hands of the Royals as they put it right back into the Jackrabbit zone with 2:30 remaining here in the second. Jacks make a clear. Odd man rush here against the defense, and a bad pass sends it into the boards as the Jackrabbits make a line change. Bush on the left side, working against three defenders. Bush, a backhand towards the net. Had a man there, but he couldn't capitalize as it gets pushed out behind the net. The Jackrabbits clogging the net now, and a whistle as the goalie makes a glove save. And there's some pushing and shoving after that one as the Jackrabbit ends up on the ice. We'll see what's to come after this. And the Jackrabbits are going to go on a power play to end out this period as they send number 4, Logan Dearborn, into the box for Lake Region. Jackrabbit on a 2-minute power play, and they'll be facing off in the Lake Region zone. They'll come away with it. It's Witt. Witt dancing near the blue line. Here comes a slap shot that's wide to the left from Worth. Worth with it again. Over to Moore. Moore to Witt. Witt makes a slap shot wide left. To Struck. Back to Witt. Center blue line. Over to his right. That's Worth. Back to Witt. Witt and Worth. Over on the right. And it's Worth making a shot. That one crosses the line but bounces out. Came into the blue. The goalie wasn't watching, but it takes a bad line as a skate hits it and heads out to the left. Minute 22 remaining in the second. Jackrabbits 1:25 remaining on their power play. Face off at center ice. With a minute 20. Number 7, Everson has it crossing the blue line now. And as that one might have left the zone, as Sievert lost control of the puck near the blue line and accidentally brought it out. So the Royals going to get a face-off here. Jackrabbits get the face-off. They're headed into the Royal zone. Brought it all the way in from the other side, and then Jackrabbit Worth ends up into the net, knocking it off its pegs. I'll have to reset that. Minute remaining in the second. Jackrabbits played a relatively clean game through this second period, only having 2 trips to the box today. Back out to Witt as the Jackrabbits have it in the Royal zone. Witt makes a shot, and it's saved by the goalie and cleared out by the Royal defenders as they're still on a penalty kill. Jackrabbits have it in their own zone, trying to make something happen with 40 seconds remaining here in the second, as this one going to be icing with 36 seconds remaining in the second. Another face-off at center ice after the icing call. Royals still on penalty kill. Jackrabbits have it in center ice. As it crosses in to the Royal zone, they make a clear, and Witt's going to bring it in from the Jackrabbit side. Quick pass out to Worth as he brings it into the zone for the Jackrabbits, and here's a centering pass, a backhand goal from Worth as he puts it in. An excellent pass from his teammate on the assist. Five to 2 is the score. The Jacks up by 3 after the goal by Worth. Worth on the board, and 5 to 2 is the score as the Jackrabbits outpace the Royals 21 shots on goal to 16. Face-off at center ice with 14 seconds remaining in this period. Goes the way of the Jackrabbits as this penalty is cleared off. And here another opportunity for the Jackrabbits as the puck gets saved by the goalie there. A backhand from Merritt gets saved by the goalie with 5 seconds remaining in this period. Face-off on the Royals side with 5 seconds left to go. The Royals going to win this one and hold it for the next 5 seconds, and that'll bring us to the end of the second. So headed into our second period intermission, 15 minutes of that. We'll have a second period report for you. Stick around after these messages.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. Talk to someone if you're struggling with mental health, because most people out here really care. Find more information at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by D.O. Bike and Fitness. Located at 1738 6th Street in Brookings, South Dakota, D.O. is a place for all things bikes. Offering top brands such as Trap and Electra, this close-to-campus store has both bike and e-bike options. Remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's pretty close. 692-2022 is the number to call for this full-service and sales store. D.O. is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio KSDJ 90.7.
Support comes from the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum in Brookings, inspiring a passion for the diverse history, culture, and science of agriculture in South Dakota. To learn more about exhibits and events, you can visit agmuseum.com.
Welcome to the Collegian Sports second period report. I am Ben Anderson with Collegian Sports. Thank you so much for listening to this one. We got about 10 minutes left until the start of the third period. The Jackrabbits currently leading the Lake Region Royals 5-2. 5 of those goals coming from your Jackrabbits. 2 of them are from number 19 for the Jackrabbits. That is freshman Jacob Colley. He's from Brookings, South Dakota, Brookings native. He's got 2 on the board tonight. Another man on the Jackrabbit squad with 2 goals tonight is Dawson Worth. He's out of Rapid City, also a freshman for this Jackrabbit squad. And the final Jackrabbit with a goal on the board tonight is another Brookings native, senior forward Ashton Witt. So 3 Jackrabbits, 5 goals tonight, 2 of them for Colley and Worth. Taking a look at what the Jackrabbits have been able to do here at home. They're currently 4-0 at home, and a couple weeks ago when they played UND's club team, They're able to sweep them 5-0 in the first game of the series and beat them 10-2 in the second game of the series, and then also being able to beat, I believe it was Minnesota Crookston, who came here and played 2 games as well. So the Jackrabbits undefeated 4-0. Like I said at the first break of this one, we've got more stuff coming up for Jackrabbit Club Hockey today. Tomorrow we're going to do the broadcast as well at 3:30, the second game of the Lake Region Series here in First Bank and Trust Rink in Larson Ice Center. So that one should be a good one as well tomorrow at 3:30. Make sure you're tuning in to listen to me talk about that one as well. And then coming up next week, we've got Jackrabbit Volleyball on Thursday. They're taking on Oral Roberts in First Bank and Trust Arena at 7 p.m. So if you want to listen to that one should be good. Sophie Johnson, a former Jackrabbit volleyball player, transferred to Oral Roberts for her last year of eligibility. She's having a great season over in Oral Roberts, so she'll be headed back to Brookings for the first time this year to face off against her own old team, the Jackrabbits. So that one should be very interesting. Also the pink game and First Bank and Trust for the volleyball squad as well. And then next week on Saturday at 7 p.m., the Jackrabbit football team going to be taking on North Dakota State for the Dakota Marker game, and the number 1 seed of the FCS potentially, that one's going to be deciding as well. So that'll be the biggest game of the season for the Jackrabbit football squad, and you can tune in right here for that one as well. We'll also have it on 90.7 FM, KSDJ with Collegian Radio and Collegian Sports on the Student Radio Network, as well as right here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe and look out for that one next Saturday at 7. That'll be it for the second period intermission. We've got about 7 minutes until the third period kicks off, and we're zamboning the ice right now. So we'll take another break, and we'll be back for the start of the last period of this one. The Jackrabbits leading, headed into the third, 5-2.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by locally owned Brookings PowerQuest. Located in the University Mall at 820 22nd Avenue South, you can find everything your ride needs. From essential auto parts to top-notch accessories and customer service, PowerQuest is a one-stop shop for Brookings. Their phone number is 692-6298. PowerQuest is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio, KSDJ 90.7.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
A heads up before something bad happens.
You should not send that text.
Uh-oh. Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can reverse prediabetes and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that catch-up.
Ugh.
Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older-adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This portion of KSDJ 90.7's broadcast is brought to you by D.O. Bike and Fitness. Located at 1738 6th Street in Brooklyn, South Dakota, D.O. is a place for all things bikes. Offering top brands such as Trap and Electra, this close-to-campus store has both bike and e-bike options. Remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy a bike, and that's pretty close. 692-2022 is the number to call for this full-service and sales store. D.O. is a proud sponsor of SDSU Student Radio KSDJ 90.7.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets, and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, Jackrabbit fans, into First Bank and Trust Rink here in Larson Ice Center. Face-off at center ice kicks off the third period as the Royals have the puck here crossing to the Jackrabbit end. The Jackrabbits get a poke away, and it's headed the other way. Handling the puck down for the Jackrabbits is Struck. He's going to pass over to Witt on the right side. Puck heads behind the net of the Royals. And the Jackrabbits get it trapped in the back left corner, pulled out here by Witt. Witt with a centering play, no Jackrabbits in the area, and the Royals get an easy clear here. Goes behind the net, Ronning, the goalie, gonna kick it out to his teammate here from behind the net. Struck with it, gives over to Brink. Brink pass across the ice and taken away by the Royals. As Anfinson tries to get after it, he runs into trouble. Here's a glove save by the goalie for the Royals, Clinton. And the Jackrabbits send a shot on goal early here in the third, as Worth will head over to face off. He's the one who sent that shot in. It was glove saved by Clinton and the Royals. Jackrabbits have it center ice, trying to get in the zone now. They send it around the boards. Schneider has it, give over to Van Overbeek, and he sends a slap shot. That's going to be saved by Clinton again. 18:42 remaining here in the third, as two early shots on goal by the Jackrabbits come up with nothing. It's 5-2. Jacks up by 3 in the third. Face off in the Royal zone. Give to Van Overbeek, and the Jackrabbits with it behind the net. Give here to Karlitz. Karlitz to Schneider. Schneider with a shot. That's wide to the left. Van Overbeek gets it at the blue line, and his pass is a little off, and it goes out of the zone. Jackrabbits have it center ice now. Crossing back into the Royal half. Karlitz with it in the back left corner. As that crosses back out the blue line. And the Royals have it in their own zone. Clear by the Royals. Back to the Jackrabbit side. Touched by a Jackrabbit player before going back there. And Colley with it in the zone. This one, a shot blocked by the Royal defender. And the Jacks gloving it is Everson. He drops it at center ice, trying to bring it back into the Royal zone. Now the Jackrabbits with center ice into the zone. Here's a shot that's wide to the right. Nearly glove saved by Clinton, but goes wide right instead. Jackrabbits still with it in the zone. Here comes a slap shot. Clinton again a save. And here a goal into the back of the net as Clinton was down trying to save it. It's number 19 again. Colley with this third goal of the match. The hat trick complete there from Colley. With 17-19 remaining here, it's 6-2. The Jackrabbits up by 4. We'll have a face-off at center ice. As the Royals take it to the Jackrabbit zone. Royals headed into Ronning now, and he makes a stop with a pad, and the Jackrabbits take it away. Excuse me, that was not Colley's third goal of the day. That was actually Max Moore who poked that one in there. There was a little bit of a congestion at the net. Couldn't make out a number immediately. Saw Colley closest. It's actually Max Moore with that goal. My mistake. It's 16:30 remaining in the third. The Jackrabbits still have the lead. It's 6-2 over Lake Region. Anfinson loses the puck. It's a breakaway from Struck. He's out against the goalie, and he can't make it. He tried for the left. He tried for the bottom right, and he meets the pad of Clinton. And there the Jackrabbits get the puck trapped in the Royal zone against the right corner of the boards. And Brink tries to stop this one from exiting the zone, but instead it gets away from him. And Brink sends it in. Jackrabbits going to make a couple substitutions as the Royals have it in their own end. 15:30 remaining here in the third. This one close to the net. The Royals within control of it as they head into the Jackrabbit zone now. It's quickly poked away, and he couldn't get a clear off of it. The Royals still have it. Here is finally a clear from the Jackrabbits. It's Homer who gets it out of the zone. Then Anfinson getting over to his teammate Worth. An angry Royal there as he slaps the boards with his stick. And Anfinson taking it across into the Royal zone. And there a one-timer opportunity for Overbeck, and he misses wide right. Now the Royals with it. Jackrabbits have 3 defenders out in front of them. And the Royals run into trouble. It's poke checked away. And the Jackrabbits get the clear. It's at center ice and quickly back into the zone. Sent in by Dylan Schneider for the Royals. Jackrabbits with the puck headed center ice now on the left side. It's number 25, that's Worth. And Worth into the back of the net. It's another goal in the third. The Jackrabbits put it in. It's Worth. 14-19 is the time. 7-2 the score in the third. The Jackrabbits ahead by 5. And at center ice, calling for the face-off. It goes into the Jackrabbit zone, and Everson tries to get it clear. "14 minutes remain in the third. Schneider gets the goal there, assisted by Worth. My apologies there on the missed call. I was looking down at my stat sheet and the score bug at that time, but it was Schneider who gets it in, sent by Worth on the assist. As now Colley has it. Colley, a pass to his left. His teammate shoots off the pad of Clinton. And the Royals trying to get it out of there, as that was dangerous in front of the net there with the Jackrabbits in possession. It's still 7-2, the Jackrabbits ahead by 5. Ronning gets it behind the net and passes over to his teammate. Brink dancing with it now. Passing out to Colley. Jack's with it in the Royals zone as it's brought from behind the net. Number 27 for the Royals, and a whistle going to stop play here. We're going to have a face-off in the Royal end, as there's going to be a penalty on a Royal, and the Jacks going to enter a power play here. .12:55 remaining. Jacks have a 2-minute power play after number 12 heads to the box. Rayleigh Astle for Lake Region. Face off in the Royal end. Jacks with 5 men on the ice. With it in the right side, that's struck as one Royal loses his stick and getting a clear out to the Jackrabbits side. It's Witt with it behind the net for the Jackrabbits. 12:30 remaining in this third period. Jacks up by 5. Minute 30 remaining on the power play as Worth brings it into the zone. He makes a shot. It's off the pad and into the backside. Worth gets it after the deflection. Deflection goal off the pads for Worth. Makes it 8-2. After the power play goal by the Jackrabbits. And a face-off at center ice to the Royals. They get into the Jackrabbit zone quickly here. It's Griffin Anderson with it behind the net for the Royals as they try to get it out. Worth now with a hat trick tonight. That's his 3rd goal of the day as we reach 12 minutes remaining in the third. Jackrabbits with it in their own zone. It's Merritt behind the net. Stoppage with 11:50 remaining in the third. We're going to have a face-off here in the Jackrabbit zone. Struck in there to face off for the Jackrabbits. And will switch out. It'll be Witt instead. And Witt loses the faceoff. Royals make a centering play in front of the net. No one there to capitalize. The Jackrabbits trying to get it clear. It gets kept in the zone by the Royals. Tram passing to his teammate, trying to get the clear now. It's past the blue line for number 21, Struck. Struck gets it, and it's behind the net of the Royals. As the Jacks, it's number 9, Sievert makes a shot, and there's a glove save by Clinton with a 11:24 remaining in the third. After the glove save, we'll have a face-off on the left circle of the Royals side. Jackrabbits win that face-off. It is Moore with it around the boards. Moore gets checked into the back right corner. He maintains control of the puck. Moore has it behind the net. Still dancing against Royal defenders now, passing out to his defenseman at the blue line, Sievert. Sievert sends it around the boards. It's trapped in the back right corner. Here's Everson making a shot that's a pad save there. It ricochets off into the Jackrabbit side, stopped by Ronning behind the net. And he's got to get back into the crease as quickly the Royals are there. Everson trying to bring it out. He whiffs on that clearing shot, and it's finally crossing the blue line, exiting the zone for the Jackrabbits into the Royal zone off of center ice. Lindstedt gets the puck into the back right corner, and the Royals are going to head the other way. Now crossing into the Jackrabbit zone, and a shot goes too high from the Royals. The Jackrabbits going to get it clear here off the ricochet. It'll be Witt with it. Excuse me, that's Sievert. Sievert in his own zone. Give to Karlitz. The Jackrabbits make it clear into the Royal zone. And Vincent trying for a one-timer with Worth, just mistimed that one. Worth has it behind the net though. Give to Schneider. Under 10 minutes remaining in the third. It's 8-2, the Jackrabbits winning by 6. Here comes a shot, pad saved. And out to number 25, Worth again. Here comes a shot, man, over back, had it deflected by a defender, and 9:34 remains in the third period now. Gonna have a face-off in the Royal zone. It'll be number 23, Merritt. And the Royals get a clear. This is the Jackrabbits with it. Center ice. And the Royals finally poke it away, bring it into the Jackrabbit zone. Working against a couple defenders into the board. It gets poked away by the Jacks. And number 20, Bush, tries to bring it to center ice, and he gets tripped up by a stick. Should be a tripping call here. Looks like we will get that tripping call, and the Jackrabbits going to be headed to another power play today as number 2 for Lake Region headed to the box. .9:10 remains in the third. It's a quick stoppage after that. Face-off whistled by the official. And we'll have another puck drop over here in the Royal half. Jacks on power play. It's 8-2. Jacks within the Royal zone. And Vincent give to Witt. Witt got dangerously close to scoring there as he sent in a slap shot from the blue line. It goes off the right pad of the goalie for the Royals. Here's Schneider going back behind the net. And he tries to pass to his teammate, and he misses that pass as Witt tries to keep it in the zone. It exits, and Schneider has it out in open ice. Number 24 for the Jackrabbits making a shot now. That's too far to the right. That's Moore. The Royals with it, trying to get it clear on their power play. It's only a minute remaining for them. 8:21 left in the third. Witt, center blue line. Here comes a slap shot. Schneider, and that's saved by the goalie for the Royals. Whistle as two players start to fight in front of the goal. And some angry players on the Royal bench. As Moore is headed to the box for the Jackrabbits, and they're going to make room for another player from the Royals. Number 14 for the Royals, Matthew Worley, headed back to the box. That's his second trip of the day. And we're going to have a little bit of 5-on-3 here. Excuse me, 4-on-3. And the Jackrabbits with a little 4-on-3 action here. As we'll face off at center ice with 8:09 remaining in the third. As the scoreboard's trying to sort out the penalty times. And they're still trying to sort out the penalties on the scoreboard. That's with the officials in a stoppage currently. They're trying to talk to the scorekeepers. They currently have the penalties set up as a 4-minute penalty for the Jackrabbits and a 2-minute penalty for the Royals. That's what it'll be. It's going to be a major for number 24 on the Jackrabbits. That'll be Moore. And the Jackrabbits with it with an 8 minutes remaining in the third. Witt sends a pass over to Worth. Worth back to Witt. Witt to Worth. Worth moving in now and gets it wide open to the top right corner for the goal. It's Witt, and that's his 4th goal of the day as the Jackrabbits are now leading 9-2. Power play goal on the 4-on-3 for the Jackrabbits as Worth with his 4th goal of the day. It's 9-2. Jacks up by 7 here with 7:41 remaining in the third. It'll be 4-on-4 now as the Jackrabbits clear off, the Royals clear off 1 penalty. So we're into 4-on-4. The Jackrabbits shooting again. That's wide right for Colley. As he gets trapped behind the net, trying to get that puck out of there. Here comes a one-timer opportunity for Karlitz. He can't make it happen. Sievert over to Anfinsen. Colley back to Sievert at the blue line. Colley dancing towards the net. Tries to make a quick deke, and it gets stopped by the goalie. It's under 7 minutes remaining in the third. Here's Colley at the net again, trying for another pass in center for Anfinsen, and gets stopped by the defender. It's still in the Royal zone. 6:44 remaining in this one. Jack's bringing it in again to the Royal zone. It's 4-on-4 still. Royals poking away and wide open on the left side is a shot that's saved by Ronning. Royals still have it in the Jackrabbit zone. Another shot saved, and it's going to be held down by Ronning. So it's 4-on-4 hockey, and there's a face-off in the Jackrabbit zone with 6:17 remaining in the third. Jacks bring it out to center ice. It's Merritt. The Royals with it now in their own zone. Pass out center ice. Working against a Jackrabbit defender. And a big check into the boards there. That's going to be a penalty there. A third penalty on Matthew Worley as he sent number 23 Merritt in the boards there. It's going to be a boarding. And Worley, his third trip of the day, just as the Royals were about to clear off the 4-on-4. We're right back into it. And Worley's going to be in there for 2 minutes. Oh, actually awarded a 5-minute major as the scoreboard shows. And he's going to get ejected from this one. Worley's out of here. So someone else will have to serve out Worley's 5-minute penalty in the box as he gets escorted to the locker room by the officials. And they will send Ty Cavers for the Royals into the box to serve out the 5-minute. With 6 minutes remaining in the third, the Jackrabbits will be on a power play for the majority of the remainder of this one, as the Jacks make a quick slap shot right away here. And the Royals take it away in center ice. Jacks with it in their own zone. That's Brink. Brink tries to keep it away from the front of the net. The Royals working against him. Brink gets a clear. So we're still on 4-on-4 hockey, and there'll be an icing call. .5:27 remaining in the third. We'll have a face-off, the Jackrabbit half after the icing. Brink's got it, excuse me, that is Carlitz. Carlitz brings it out of the Jackrabbit zone. And Lake Region with it behind their own net. Poked away by the Jackrabbits. Struck has it to his defenseman. That's Carlitz at the blue line. Keeping the puck in, man, Overbeek. And Van Overbeek loses control, and the Royals headed the other way. Got to get a defenseman out front, and a good poke away by Van Overbeek there to stop the scoring opportunity. Here comes a shot in by the Royals. That's pad saved by Ronning. Carlitz clears the zone. And Merritt with it. He loses it in center ice. The Royals take it away. And here's another pad save by Ronning. And another clear by the Jackrabbit defense with 4:17 remaining here in the third. Van Overbeek gets in front of this one at center ice. He can't stop it. One defender out in front, two Royals. They take a shot. Ronning saves that one. What a save there by Ronning, and Merritt going the other way, passing forward to Moore. Moore has it in Royal territory. He gets it poked away, staying in the zone. It's number 25, Worth, with it for the Jacks, passing to his teammate Witt on the left side. Witt tries to force one in there. It gets blocked by a defender. Witt with it at center ice. As Schneider brings it back into the Jackrabbit zone, he slips, and look out, He's got Royals behind him. Got to bring it out of the zone. Crossing the blue line now. Schneider into Royals territory. Here to Witt at the blue line. This one behind the net for the Royals. They try to get it clear, and it exits the zone. Worth with it, center ice, and he moves in, and another goal for Worth as he gets into the top right corner from the far side, and the goalie's not ready for that one, and another goal on the board for Worth. That's going to be his 5th goal of the day. The Jackrabbits go to 10-2 over Lake Region. Worth with 5 goals on the board today, and the Royals are feeling it. They are not happy about this one. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Royals started breaking their sticks out here on the ice. They're slapping them down after every goal by the Jackrabbits. 5:55 remaining in the third. And there goes a stick into the rafters, and it ends up in the Jackrabbit bench. That one got shot up. No stoppage. That stick got flung into the air by one of the players out on the ice. It ends up in the Jackrabbit bench. It hit the ceiling, and Anfinson has it for the Jackrabbits in the Royal zone now with 2:20 remaining in the third. Here comes a shot sent in by Everson, and that's a miss. Taken away by the Royals. There's a defender out front. That's Sievert, who gets quick deke by Colley brings us into the Royal zone once again, and the Royals gonna get it clear. Here is Schneider bringing it back into the Royal zone. He's on the far side. The Royals get a poke away, and now trapping it against the boards in the back left corner as a couple players fight for it. Minute 40 remains in the third. Still in the Royal zone. The Jackrabbits battling for the puck. Now on the right corner, the puck trapped as multiple players poking at it. Number 25 with it, giving the one-timer opportunity to Schneider, and he whiffs to the left. Whistle stops play with a minute 25 remaining in the third. Jackrabbits still have 26 seconds on the power play from that 5-minute major against Matthew Worley for boarding, and he was ejected from the game for that hit. He's been to the box 3 times and now in the locker room. So the Jackrabbits will have the power play all the way up to the 59-second mark here in the third. As another player just heads to the box for the Royals, actually just missed that one. 2 players fighting after that one, and we're going to have a little bit of 4-on-4 here. And the Royals headed the other way. This one into the glass. The Jackrabbits get the clear, and we're headed the other way into the zone. Here's a shot, and it's saved by the goalie. That one is sent from Lindstad's stick, and a cover from the goalie here for the Royals. Minute 3 is going to be remaining in the third. Slashing penalty puts a Royal into the box as well as a Jackrabbit, so going to be a penalty all the way to the end here. Jackrabbits remain on the power play for 3 seconds. And a face-off in the Royals zone. Royals clear that one quickly. It's at center ice. Headed the other way. It's number 7 for the Royals through the Jackrabbit defense. It's poked away there by Bush. Bush in center ice, getting it into the Royals zone now with 49 seconds remaining. Penalty cleared off from Lake Region. The Jackrabbits Still playing 4-on-4 as 2 players in the box for either team. And there's an excellent save by Ronning as Lake Region tries to put it into the right side of Ronning's pads. He able to secure the crease there with 32 seconds remaining in the third. Jackrabbits leading Lake Region by 8 points. It's 10-2, and Worth has had 5 goals today for the Jackrabbits. Face off in the Jackrabbit zone is won by the Jacks, and Everson's going to bring it out to center ice. Sent back by the Royals. 20 seconds now remain. And the Royals with it at center ice trying to make something happen in garbage time here. Lindstedt over to Bush. Bush in the Royal zone, sending a shot that's too high. Ricocheted off a defender. And 1 second ends the third period. And that will be the game. The Jackrabbits going to win this one against Lake Region 10-2. A 8-point win for the Jackrabbits. And credit to number 25 for the Jacks, Dawson Worth out of Rapid City, the freshman for the Jacks. 5 goals tonight against Lake Region. Jacks going to be back in this building tomorrow at 3:30, taking on the Royals. In the second game of this series, we'll have it for you on Collegian Sports. That'll be the end of my post-game report. Short and sweet today. I've been Ben Anderson for Collegian Sports. Thanks for listening. The Jackrabbits get the win here. Club hockey 10-2 over Lake Region State out of Devils Lake, North Dakota. We'll be back tomorrow at 3:30 for the second game of this series. And then coming up later this week on Thursday, the Jackrabbit volleyball team taking on Oral Roberts and First Bank and Trust. We'll have that one for you. And this weekend, next weekend, NDSU coming to Brookings, to Dana J. Dykehouse for the Dakota Marker game, which will be the biggest game of the Jackrabbit regular season here at home. So make sure you tune in to that one as well. We'll have it for you all on Collegian Sports. Until tomorrow at 3:30, we'll see you next time. I've been Ben Anderson for Collegian Sports. As always, go big, go blue, go Jacks. Have a good one, everybody.